Good afternoon, Abigail. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, teacher. I am fine.
Yes, that's nice. What's the weather like in Santa Cruz? Is it cold, warm, hot?
It is warm.
Okay, warm is beautiful. It's nice. Over here is very cold. It's freezing. So, Abigail, we're going to start. Yes. First of all, we're going to remember a little bit. So let me check this. Yes, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look for the PowerPoint. So Abigail, yesterday we saw this part of the grammar part, right? The superlative adjectives. Can you read, please? When to use the superlative adjectives?
Okay, teacher. We use superlative adjectives to compare or contrast something with or the other items in a group.
Okay, this word is items. That means objects or, yes, items. Yes. So basically, if you want to brief this, we can say we're going to use superlative adjectives to compare 3 or more things in a group. Sí, para hacerlo resumido, we're going to say that we're going to use superlative adjectives to compare 3 or more things. Sí, cuando queramos compartir más de 3 cosas. In a group, right? It could be animals, objects, I don't know, whatever you want to compare. If we're talking here about professions, right? We're saying that the hairdressing is the happiest profession. Aquí estamos comparando más de 3 profesiones. Estamos comparando con todas las profesiones, right? So hairdressing is the happiest profession. Now, Abigail, how are we going to write? How are we going to write the superlative adjectives? Can you read these 4 options?
Okay, teacher. One syllable adjective más est.
Okay, how do we say más in English? We're going to say plus. 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 Okay, perfect. So here we have old, oldest, right? Adjetivo de una sílaba, old. So we just add est. Rich, richest. What about the next?
Two syllables ending in G.
Why? Why?
Why change white to A? No. I.
I? Perfect.
And yes.
Yes, perfect. So we're going to change the Y for an I, right? We erase I and we add I and add est. What happened with 2 syllables or more? More than 2 syllables. We're going to add
Two syllable more, most, last, adjective.
Perfect. Yeah, that's it. We're going to add the word most. Sorry, yes, that's it. Here I wrote the most. Yeah, because it's important that you remember also the article the. And the last one, we have irregular adjectives. So which are the irregular adjectives?
We often use the or possessive adjectives my, your, his with superlative adjectives.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is an important thing to remember, right? This is extra information. So we're going to use the or the possessive adjectives, right? My, your, his, her, our, their. These are different from the object pronouns, but yes. So you can say it's the best job. It's the most famous show. Or it's the best actress, right? Or you can say she's my best friend. ¿Sí? Agregándole el posesivo, ya queremos decir que es solamente mi amiga, de nadie más, right? So we're contrasting that part. Okay, so now let's practice, now that we have cleared this part. And we're going to practice, and here I have this. So we have the adjective blue, right? Remember that colors are adjectives too. Los colores también son adjetivos. We're not going to do the comparative because we already did it, but we're going to do the superlative part. Yes, so let's do this. For example, we have blue, and we're going to say the bluest. What about old?
Oldest.
Perfect. Yes, so we're going to add EST, right? So if we have here the comparative form of sweeter, which could be the superlative form of sweeter?
Sweetest.
Sweetest, perfect. And that's the adjective sweetest, right? Sweet. And yes, let's do this. So I'm going to put here the adjective and the superlative form. So sweetest. So we can say that, what is the sweetest fruit? I would say that watermelon, for example, or apple. I would say that apple is the sweetest fruit, right? Or probably a chicheiru or guapuru. Yeah, it could be. What about the next one? So we only have the superlative adjective. What could be the adjective if we have happiest?
Happy.
Perfect. So let me check if we have more. No, you're the only one. Okay. So let's continue doing this. So correct. If we have here the comparative form shinier, what is the adjective? You remember?
Shine.
Perfect. Okay. Well, remember that shine is going to be the verb, right? Acuérdense que shine va a ser el verbo brillar. But the adjective is going to end, if we have here I, va a terminar en...
Para el superlativo, teacher.
For the adjective, it's shiny. Yes? Remember that shine is going to be the verb. Esto es el verbo, shine, que significa brillar. Yes? But the adjective is shiny, brilloso. Yes, this is the adjective. Okay, so now superlative. What about the superlative?
Shinist.
Yes, so we read Y, I, and we add EST, shiniest. If we have the adjective clean, what is the superlative?
Cleanest.
Cleanest, right? Cleanest. You can say my house is the cleanest house in my neighborhood, or my mother's bedroom is the cleanest room in the house. What about if we have the comparative form finer? What will be the adjective? If we only have the comparative form finer.
Fine.
Yes, so the superlative?
Finest.
Fine. Okay, finest. Yes. And here we said an example. For the comparative, you can say, today I am funnier than yesterday, right? Yesterday I was fine, yes, but today I am funnier. And the finest day of my life, it was in my birthday. Yes, that was the finest day in my life. Oh, yeah, sorry, we're going to start adding the article the in order to remember, yes. Sí, vamos a escribirlo con el artículo de para irnos recordando. The cleanest. Acuérdese que no siempre vamos a usar de, podemos usar el posesivo my, your, his, her, but here we're going to use the article in order to remember. Sí, esto va a ser solamente para acordarnos. What about if we have here highest? What is the adjective?
High.
Yes, that's it. High. Let me check. Then what happened here with the comparative form nastier? You remember the adjective?
Nasty.
Nasty, perfect. Yes, that's nasty. And the superlative form?
Nastiest.
The nastiest, right? That's it. Let me check if I can move it. No. So the last one is rich. What will be the superlative form of rich?
Rich.
Okay, so we need to add est. It's going to sound like ¿Cómo sonaría? Con la est. The richest. Yes, we can say the richest. So let me check. Yeah, that's it. So now that we have practice, let's do some examples. Let's do some exercises. We're going to go here. Well, and here you have write superlative adjectives using the adjective in brackets, right? This is the bracket, intelligent. Include the. So don't forget, please, to use the article the. Yes, no nos vamos a olvidar de usar el artículo the. So, for example, she is, and you have the word intelligent, a student in my class. So we're going to say, she's the most intelligent student in my class. What about number one? Yes, so here we have the adjective dry. What happened if it ends with y? What are we going to say? What are we going to do?
Driest.
Okay, so we don't forget about y. So we're going to say
The driest.
can you read the whole sentence? July
July is the driest month in southern Spain. It hardly ever rains.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's it. That's true. July is the driest month in Spain. It hardly ever rains. Sí, es el mes más seco, julio. Okay, what about number 2? Let me check. Yeah, so we have here Jordi, Jose Luis, Dana, and Samara. Okay. Hello, Jose Luis. So, Jose Luis, can you do number 2? What happens if we have here the adjective tall? How can we make the superlative form?
Titles.
Okay, so we need to add the word the. Sí, cuando hablamos de superlativos vamos a escribir this article, the. So we're going to say yes, Jose Luis, can you read this? The tallest. Yes, tallest. Can you read the complete sentence? One word, Trade Center.
One was the Trade Center is the tallest building in New York.
Building. Yes, perfect. Can you repeat building?
Building.
Perfect, yeah. So you have to know this. This is cultural thing. Sí, esto es un conocimiento cultural. The One World Trade Center is the tallest building in New York. If you want, we can. And I'm sure that you watch them on movies. So let me look for that. One World Trade Center, right? Yeah, it's a famous building in New York. It's the tallest building in New York. So you can see everything, and there is the One World Trade Center. Sí, ese es el nombre del edificio. Here we have a picture. One World Trade Center in numbers. So you have 73 elevators and things like that. So this is important for you. This is cultural knowledge. Let's go with number 3. And Jordi, please, can you do number 3? We have here healthy. We have the adjective healthy. We need to put the superlative form.
Healthy, healthy, algo así.
Okay. Yes, we're not going to forget the word the, yes? Can you repeat?
Sí, the has it.
Okay. Can you spell healthiest?
Sí, con la I, o sea, se convierte en I normal, ¿no? Técnicamente, ¿no?
I.
I,
Yes.
sí.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Jordi. Yeah, she's the healthiest person I know. You can say my sister, my little sister, is the healthiest person I know. Thank you, Jordi. Dana, please, I need you to practice. So, Dana, what about number 4? We have here the adjective ancient. So let's count the syllables, yes? And, she, and. We have 3 syllables, Dana. How are we going to put the superlative? Dana, I need you to practice. Dana, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Dana. So, how are you going to put this, but in the superlative form? This adjective in the superlative form. Remember that here we have 3 syllables. Yes, we have and, 1 syllable, she, and. 3 syllables. ¿Qué pasaba con los adjetivos que tenían más de 3 sílabas? ¿Más de 2? 2 or more syllables, we're going to add do we add?
Son irregulares.
No irregular, but they have 2 syllables or more. Los adjetivos que son largos, que tienen más de 2 sílabas. ¿Qué vamos a agregarle?
Demo.
The most. Okay, so how are we going to say here? Dana, ¿qué necesitamos agregarle acá?
The most.
The most ancient. Yes, so we're going to say that Egypt, right, is one of the most ancient civilizations. Okay, thank you, Dana. Now, Samara, please, what about fast? What is the superlative form of the adjective fast?
The fastest?
Can you read the sentence?
He was the fastest runner in
2000.
2017.
Perfect, yeah, that's it. Juanca, what about number 6, hot?
What about is hotter in Scotland?
Okay, but hotter is the comparative. Here we're talking about the superlative form. Let's take a look. Here we have the comparative, hotter, and here we have the superlative.
Okay.
So how we would, yeah. In brief, hotter, it's to compare 2 things. Sí, el comparativo va a ser para comparar solamente 2 objetos. But the superlative, right, as you have here, superlative, right, it's going to be to compare more than 3 objects in a group, more than 3 items in a group. So we're going to say Santa Cruz is the hottest city in Bolivia. Yes? So we're saying that Santa Cruz is the hottest. We're comparing the 9 departments, right? Estamos comparando los 9 departamentos ahí. Okay, so yeah, that was something important too. So remember when you have vowel, consonant, vowel, we're going to double the last consonant, right? Sí, siempre acuérdense, esta regla va para sustantivos, verbos, adjetivos. So please, whenever you have consonant, vowel, consonant, double the last consonant. The hottest. Yes? What month is the hottest in Scotland? What month? Let's go with number 7. We're going to listen to Sebastian. Sebastian, what about if we have the adjective amazing? Right? We have here 3 syllables. What will be the superlative form? Sebastian, are you here?
Yes, teacher. Sería the most amazing.
Perfect. Yeah, that's it. Read the complete sentence. Should this
Okay, teacher. She described her year in Singapore as the most amazing experience of her life.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, that's Oliver, please. With this, what happened with the adjective bad? How's going to be the superlative form? Oliver, you were in class, so I'm going to show you this. Yeah, it's an irregular adjective. So how will superlative form? Oliver, are you there? No. Left. Okay. So let's start with you, Abigail. How will be the superlative form of
The bad is worst.
the worst, right? The worst. Okay. Can you question, please?
What is the worst
Neighbor.
neighborhood in London?
Yeah, remember that there's always a dangerous neighborhood, right? So what neighborhood in Santa Cruz? What is the worst neighborhood in, I don't know, you change the city that you want here. The worst, el peor barrio. Neighborhood, barrio. And what about number 9? Let's do this. Jordi. So what happened with number 9? We have here slow.
Podría ser more slow.
Well, if you want to say more slow, no, that wouldn't be possible.
Entonces,
Because it's an adjective with one syllable.
The most slow.
Okay, but slow it has only one syllable. What happened with adjectives with one syllable? ¿Qué pasa con los adjetivos que solamente tienen una sílaba?
Se le agrega el E y R.
Yeah, for comparative. or EST for superlative. Yes, today we're going to focus only on the superlative. So it will be
Entonces es slower, así.
the slowest.
The slowest.
Yeah. So I know that you're having a confusion with more and most, right? Yeah, it's because we say this in Spanish. Yeah, that's true. But in English, that's what I am highlighting all of this in the syllables. Yes, that's what I'm telling you a lot about syllables. Es por eso que estoy enfocándome mucho en las sílabas. Porque es cierto, en español solamente decimos more, right? El más famoso. El más para comparar algo, para hacer el superlativo, right? But in English, if they have one syllable, so they are going to add ER for the comparative and EST for the superlative. So today we're talking only of the superlative. Yes? So, Jordi, one more time. Can you read a complete sentence?
I was the slowest car on the circuit.
Okay. It was the slowest car on the circuit. Yeah, that's it. And let's finish this with you, Jose Luis. What about the color red? What will be the superlative form of red? You're yes, you're there. Or probably Juanca. What would be the superlative form of the color red? Or anybody?
Reddest.
Okay. Can you spell reddest? How are we going to write?
REDDEST.
Perfect. Yep. That's it. So here we have the color red, right? We have consonant, vowel, consonant. So we're going to double the last consonant and we add EST. We sell the reddest and most perfect apples. Vendimos las manzanas más rojas y más perfectas. Right? That's it. So let's check. Yeah, everything is fine. So any question, any doubts that you have, something that it wasn't clear? Okay. Please pay attention. Don't get confused with comparative and superlative. Remember, comparative is only for two objects, right? And this is the form. And the superlative is in order to compare more than three objects. Sí, vamos a comparar más de tres cosas. You don't have any more question? So we're going to start this new part. Today we're going to talk about the dream job. Yes, remember that in unit number 11, we're talking about professions. And here we're going to discuss a little bit about dream job. So everyone dreams about a dream job, right? So we're going to discuss dream jobs and we're going to practice a little bit will and want for the future. So if you look this advertisement, yeah, and we're going to read together this advertisement, vacancy, island caretaker. 6-month contract. You're going to be paid 150,000 Australian dollars, right? This is not American dollars, but Australian dollars. And you're going to live on a tropical island. This is the best job ever. And here I'm going to make emphasis on the pronunciation island. Sí, aquí se escribe con la S, pero olvídense para pronunciar la S. We're going to say island. Vacancy, island, caretaker. What do you understand for caretaker? ¿Qué clase de persona o de trabajo es esto? Island caretaker. What do you think? So here we have two verbs. We have the verb care and the verb take, right? Any answers? Island caretaker. So these kind of jobs exist. This is true. Solamente quiero que sepan que estos tipos de contratos de trabajo sí existen. They are really good because imagine living in an island for 6 months and earn 150,000 Australian dollars. So that's a dream job, right? That is the best job ever. So what are we going to do now? We're going to do the listening. I want you please to listen carefully and I want you to tell me what is this job about? Caretaker. What does a caretaker do? Listen to two people discussing the job and check your answers. So let me check. I want to stop drawing and we're going to move that. I want you please also to mark the things they talk about. Are they going to talk about salary? Are they going to talk about qualifications, hours, responsibilities, other benefits, contract, or training? What are they talking about when they have this, the best job ever? So I want you please to listen carefully. Let me check if I'm sharing the audio. Yes. Everyone please listen. Let's do the listening.
Transcript 11.3, page 120. Exercise 1.
Welcome to Job Search, the reading program that helps you find your ideal job. Tony, what do you have for us today?
Well, Phil, I just saw this incredible one ad for a job on an Australian website. This has to be the best job ever.
What is it?
Well, the Queensland Tourism Authority is looking for someone to be a caretaker on a tropical island off the coast of Australia, in addition to a fantastic salary of 150,000 Australian dollars.
150,000?
Yes, the caretaker will get $150,000 for a 6-month contract. And in addition to the salary, the caretaker will live rent-free. That's right, they won't pay any rent. In a 3-bedroom beachside villa with a swimming pool.
Wow, that really is the best job ever. But what will the caretaker need to do?
Very little. He or she will work about 12 hours a month.
A month, not a day?
No, a month. He or she will pick up the mail, letters and packages and things, for the island, and look after some of the hundreds of different fish that live in the ocean around the island.
Is that it? Are you sure that's all? There's nothing else they need to do?
Well, yes, the caretaker will also write a blog about his or her life on the island. He or she will take photos and videos of all the wonderful beaches and fantastic things to do on the island, and all the other tropical islands around.
Ah, I see.
That will really be the most important part of the job. They want to attract more visitors to these beautiful islands.
So what kind of person are they looking for?
Well, the successful candidate will need to know how to swim, snorkel, dive, and sail. And of course, he or she will need to know how to use a computer.
And how to take good pictures.
Yes, and write a good blog.
Well, I'll be interested to see who gets the job of the blogging island caretaker.
Me too.
Okay, I think that's all. So that was it. What did you listen? Do they talk about which of these options? Salary or benefits, contract, training, qualifications, hours, responsibilities? So let's listen to Jordi. Jordi, what did you listen? What did they talk about?
Salary.
Of course, we're going to talk about salary. Yeah.
Hours.
Yes. You remember how many hours?
Creo que sí también eso.
Yes.
The responsibilities.
Okay. Yes, the things that the caretaker needs to do, his responsibilities.
Other benefits.
Okay. Yes, we also listen about other benefits.
Creo que eso llegué a escuchar. Creo que contract también. Contract.
Yeah, because it's a 6-month contract, right? Es un contrato de 6 meses. 6-month contract. Perfect. So, yes, that's it. Perfect. We also talk about a little bit about qualifications, so we're going to take this one more. So, what does a caretaker do? According to what you listen, what does a caretaker do? Samara, can you tell me more or less what can a caretaker do? Samara, are you there? Or anybody, what does a caretaker do? According to what you listen. Island caretaker. No, nobody? Well, it's easy and it's simple. I'm not going to tell you, but we're going to do one more time. We're going to listen one more time. And this time, please choose the correct option, yes? The winning candidate will need to pay for a place to live, won't need to pay for a place to live. You have to choose the correct option, will or won't. The winning candidate won't earn a good salary, work a lot of hours, use the internet, have a long contract. So choose the correct option, please. Yes? Pay attention. What does an island caretaker do? Does he take pictures? Does he swim? Does he eat bananas? What does he do? I want you to listen carefully and tell me. Yeah? Let's do it one more time.
Transcript 11.3, page 120. Exercise 1.
Welcome to Job Search, the radio program that helps you find your ideal job. Tony, what do you have for us today?
Well, Phil, I just saw this incredible one ad for a job on an Australian website. This has to be the best job ever.
What is it?
Well, the Queensland Tourism Authority is looking for someone to be a caretaker on a tropical island off the coast of Australia, in addition to a fantastic salary of 150,000 Australian dollars.
150,000?
Yes, the caretaker will get $150,000 for a 6-month contract. And in addition to the salary, the caretaker will live rent-free. That's right, they won't pay any rent in a 3-bedroom beachside villa with a swimming pool.
Wow, that really is the best job ever. But what will the caretaker need to do?
Very little. He or she will work about 12 hours a month.
A month, not a day?
No, a month. He or she will pick up the mail, letters and packages and things, for the island, and look after some of the hundreds of different fish that live in the ocean around the island.
Is that it? Are you sure that's all? There's nothing you need to do?
Well, yes, the caretaker will also write a blog about his or her life on the island. He or she will take photos and videos of all the wonderful beaches and fantastic things to do on the island, and all the other tropical islands around.
Ah, I see.
That will really be the most important part of the job. They want to attract more visitors to these beautiful islands.
So what kind of person are they looking for?
Well, the successful candidate will need to know how to swim, snorkel, dive, and sail. And of course, he or she will need to know how to use a computer.
And how to take good pictures?
Yes, and write a good blog.
Well, I'll be interested to see who gets the job of the blogging island caretaker.
Me too.
Okay, that's it. So I hope this time you listen better and you manage to complete these options. So let me check who are we going to start. Dana, you're going to do number 1, please. Sebastian, number 2. Janet, number 3. Jose Luis, you cannot listen to me well? My internet is well. Is it your internet or my internet? Well, Jose Luis, you're going to do number 3, okay? Dana, number 1, Sebastian, number 2, Janet, number 4, and Juan Carlos, number 5. Okay, so you tell me, Dana, what do you have for number 1? Which option? Dana, the winning candidate need to pay for a place to live, will or won't? Does he need to pay for a place to live? Yes or no?
Will?
Okay, so the winning candidate will need to pay for a place to live. Well, I gotta tell you that no, that's not true. We're going to listen to that part. Where is it?
Transcript.
Want to be a room with swimming pool.
Okay, so it's over. Let me check. Yeah, it's over here. The caretaker will get $150,000 for a 6-month contract, right? And in addition to the salary, the caretaker will live rent-free. That's right. They won't pay any rent. So Dana, what do you think? He or she will live rent-free. What does that mean? They won't pay any rent.
I say won't.
Okay, so the correct option is won't, right? So this is a job.
to play for a place to lay.
Yeah, imagine that. So you're going to earn 150,000 Australian dollars and you're not going to pay the rent. It's rent free. Imagine that. That's the best job ever, of course. Imagínense ganar 150,000 Australian dollars and you don't need to pay for the rent. You don't need to pay the place to live. No necesitan pagar alquiler, no van a pagar nada. And you're going to earn that amount of money. So yeah, it's the best job ever, right? What about number 2? Let me check. Number 2 it was Sebastian. So the winning candidate earn a good salary, will or won't? Will he earn a good salary or not?
Sería win, teacher.
Yeah, perfect. So the winning candidate will earn a good salary, right? $150,000, that's a good salary, definitely. Okay, when talking about money, we're going to say earn, not win. ¿Sí? Cuando hablamos de dinero y queremos decir ganar dinero, we're going to say earn. Earn significa ganar. ¿Sí? No se confundan con el verbo win. Sí, también usamos win para ganar. But the difference is that earn is going to be only for money. Earn money. Right? And win is going to be only for sports. So win a lottery, win, I don't know, a championship, win a soccer match. Yes, that's going to be the difference. Siempre que quieran hablar sobre dinero y ganar dinero, so we're going to use earn money. The winning candidate will earn a good salary. Here we're talking about salary, so yes, we're going to say earn. Yes, thank you, Sebastian. What about number 3, Janet? What do you have for number 3? The winning candidate. Okay. So he won't work a lot of hours? Yep, that's it. That's correct. You remember how many hours? More or less? The winning candidate won't work a lot of hours. So we're going to see how many hours he's going to work. Yes, here we are. Yes. That really is the best job ever, but what will the caretaker need to do? Very little, right? Almost anything. He or she will work about 12 hours a month. So imagine working that amount of hours per month, not per day, not per week, per month. Only 12 hours. That's the best job ever. Very little, right? So the winning candidate won't work a lot of hours. He will work 12 hours a month. That's it. Imagínense tener un trabajo donde solo trabajan 12 horas al mes. Ni siquiera por día, ni siquiera por semana. Al mes. So yeah, that's the best job ever. Let's continue with number 4, Jose Luis. The winning candidate use the internet. Will he use the internet? Won't he use the internet? What do you think? If you have problems with the internet, you can write on the text messages.
Where?
Will or won't? Okay, you say will. So the winning candidate will use the internet. Yes, that's true. Perfect. He will use the internet. He has to use the internet, right? In order to make his blogs and report everything what he's doing. Thank you, Jose Luis. And finally, number 5, that it was, I don't remember very well, but was it you, Juanca? I think.
We'll have a long contract.
Okay, so the winning candidate will have a long contract. Well, it depends on you. If you say that 6 months, it's a long contract. Okay, we're going to.
Pero
Pardon?
es como un contrato largo lo que tiene. Pero
Sí, bueno, depende de cada uno si lo ve largo 6 meses, ¿no? Could be. I don't know. Could be a short contract. I don't know. Well, the winning candidate will have a long contract. What do you think? 6 months. Is it a long contract or a short contract? What do you think? 6 months.
entonces no se lo tomo. Okay.
Well, yeah, normally 1-2 years, right? 2-year contract. That will be a long contract. Sí, normalmente los contratos que son de 2 años o de 1 año, yes, they are considered a long contract. But this is only for 6 months. So the winning candidate won't have a long contract. Okay, so what we have learned today, it's very easy. It's very simple. I'm going to show you. We're just going to learn will or won't. Here you have. Yes, I'm pretty sure that you know what's the difference between will and won't. So we're going to use will won't in order to talk about what we know and what we think about the future. Yes, this is the important part. When are we going to use will won't? We're going to use it to talk about, right? To talk about what we know and what we think about the future. Sí, es completamente distinto al be going to, right? Tomorrow I'm going to do this. You're going to use be going to because you're sure. You're 100% sure you have a plan. But will won't, you're not very sure. You think it's what you think about the future. Sí, vamos a usar will, won't para saber qué es lo que pensamos del futuro. For example, the winning candidate will receive a salary of 150,000 Australian dollars, right? Could be or could be not. Puede ser ese monto de dinero o puede ser que no, más los impuestos, I don't know. Could be less, right? Puede ser menos. So it will be a fun job. That's what you think, right? That's what you think. It will be a fun job. Esto es una oración muy personal. Es lo que usted cree. It could be, I don't know, it could be a boring job. It will be a exhausting job. It depends on you. So what is the contract form of will won't? Here we have will, here we have won't. How to write it? ¿Cómo lo vamos a escribir? So if you put together will and not, what is the short form of will and not? Here you have the example. So this question is for you, Edson. Edson, if you have will not, how can we make it shorter? ¿Cómo podemos juntarlo esas dos palabras? Will not.
Usando un apóstrofe y colocando una T.
Yes. So the negative form will be won't, right? That will be. So let me make this a little bigger. Yeah, and there you have an example. Glenn won't get the job. He can swim. That's what we know. Sí, eso es lo que sabemos. Por eso vamos a usar will won't. He can't swim, so he won't get the job. Como no puede nadar, no obtendrá el trabajo, right? That's what we know. Well, I cannot make it bigger, this, but anyway, I'm going to move this. Yes, so there you have the negative. We're going to say won't. The contraction of will, how will be the contraction of will? This question goes for you, Samara. How can we make will shorter? For example, you have the verb to be is, right? So in order to make shorter the verb is, we're going to say she's, right? What are we going to do with will?
Si no me equivoco, solo son dos L, ¿verdad? ¿O estoy equivocada?
Yes, perfect. That's it. Only two L's. Yes, apostrophe and two L's. So that is the contraction form. And when are we going to use this contraction form? ¿Cuándo vamos a usar esta apóstrofe y la doble L? So we're going to use it after names, only when you have names of people like Tom, or after pronouns, right? He, she, I'll. But please, other things, no. So if you have he will, you can say he'll. If you have Tom will, you can say Toml. Yes, I know it's strange, but that's how it works. So number 3, number 4. Sebastian, can you tell me number 3, number 4, please? Sebastian? For example, we have here Tom will win, right? How can we make this shorter?
Sería el apóstrofe y las dos L, teacher.
So it will be Toml win. Toml win. Yes? And what about number 4, Sebastian? He will enjoy the job. Sebastian, and here you have he will. How can we make it shorter? Sebastian, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, you know. It's the same. We're going to put the apostrophe and the double L. So can you read the sentence?
Teacher, ¿cómo se leía junto?
Es solamente como un sonido de la L al final. He'll. He'll enjoy the job. He'll.
Okay. He'll enjoy the job.
Yes, that's it. Because remember that it's only double L in English is going to sound like one L in Spanish, right? La doble L en inglés va a sonar como una L. Por ejemplo, el animal llama. They are not going to say llama, they are going to say llama. Okay? So yeah, it's only L. He'll, Tom, win, he'll enjoy the job. So let's do number 5, 6, and 7. Edson, please, can you complete number 5? So how is the positive form?
You will receive a good salary.
Okay, if we make it the apostrophe, can you read it with this?
You'll receive a good salary.
Okay, yes, that's it. Receive. Here is you'll receive a good salary.
Oh.
What about number 6? The negative form.
Contraído, igual, teacher.
Yes.
Kid received a good salary.
Okay, that's the positive, but the negative. ¿Cómo formábamos el negativo? Will plus not.
No, no sabría cómo pronunciarlo, teacher, pero sí, lo tengo ahí como won't, pero...
Yes, it's that. Only won't.
¿Igual? Ah, bueno.
Yes.
He won't receive a good salary.
Perfect. And for question, how are we going to write it as a question?
Will he receive a good salary?
Yes. Thank you so much, Edson. So here you have the 3 options, right? Positive sentences, negative sentences, and question. You receive a good salary. He won't receive a good salary. Will he receive a good salary? Okay, so now that we know this, let's continue. Let's do this exercise. Here we have another advertisement, right? Wanted, professional ice cream taster. So let's complete here with will or won't. This is very easy. Complete the job description with will or won't. What do you think? Remember that will, won't is according to what we think about the future. Will positive, won't negative. If we're talking about a professional ice cream taster, ¿qué se requiere para hacer a professional ice cream taster? Let's see, we have 6 options. And here we have 8, 9. Okay, so who are the... Abigail, you are going to do number 1. Jordi, number 2. Let me check. Dana, please, number 3. Janet, number 4. Juanca, number 5. And Jose Luis, number 6. Let's do it. Let's start with number 1. So the ideal candidate, Abigail, number 1, do you think that the professional ice cream taster will need any formal qualifications or won't need any formal qualifications? Positive or negative?
Want?
Perfect. Yes. So remember, whenever you have any, you know that the verb is negative, right? Won't need any formal qualifications. Okay. What about number 2, Jordi? Have job experience? Positive or negative?
Sería positive will. Ahí no sé.
Okay. Will have job experience. Dana, what about number 3? Positive or negative? Will or won't have any food allergies? Dana, this is very easy, so I'm going to highlight this word. Remember that any, right? When you use any, or when you see this word any, it's because the verb will be negative. Yeah? You cannot say will need any. Dana, what about number 3? Dana, are you here? Okay, I'm going to write it. It will be the negative. Yes, it will be won't have any food allergies. Remember, we're looking for a professional ice cream taster. So this person, the taster, he needs to taste different flavors, right? Different ice cream flavors. I don't know, what do we have? Frutil, strawberry ice cream, vanilla ice cream, granizado ice cream, dulce de leche ice cream. So different flavors. It's important that this person won't have any food allergies, right? What about number 4? Janet, what do you think about number 4?
Will.
Yes, perfect. So this person will taste over 100 types of ice cream a day, right? This is the job. Juanca, what about number 5?
Won't have create new flavors.
Okay, you think the person won't help create new flavors? Well, I think that he will help create new flavors. Because if he tastes, he's going to say, okay, that's a good flavor. That's not a good flavor. Yes. So, Juanca, can you repeat number 5?
It's will. You have how to create new flavors.
Flavors. Flavors. Sabores. Yeah, as part of the job, he or she will help create new flavors. Yes, that's part of the job. And finally, number 6, Jose Luis, what do you have about number 6?
Once.
Okay. So he or she won't discuss recipes or ingredients with anyone else or anyone outside the company. Yes, that's perfect. So we know that it's negative because we have here anyone, right? Anyone con nadie. Yes, perfect. That's it. So this is a good job. Again, what do you think about this job? Do you think this is the best job ever or the professional ice cream taster? Which one would you prefer? this question is going to be for Edson and Sebastian. So Edson, what do you think? You prefer the island caretaker or the professional ice cream taster? Which job do you think is the best job ever?
Ninguno, teacher.
Not. Why you don't like any of them? If you want, you can say it in Spanish. Your reasons, I can help you. Or Sebastian, okay? Yes?
No le entendí lo último que me dijo, teacher.
If you had to choose between these two jobs, which will you choose?
Yo le dije ninguno.
Yes, I know, and I ask you why.
Porque cuidador de isla está muy solo. No me gusta. Ahí en la profesional de esas cremas, yo creo que es muy dulce ese ambiente, no me gusta. No me gusta.
Okay. Well, ice cream, right? Helados.
Sí.
Catador de helados.
No, prefiero
Okay.
otro tipo de trabajo.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, it's true. Those are the disadvantages if you are going to choose this one, right? Island caretaker. You're going to be alone, well, alone with nature, right? But yeah, it's an island, so you have to take care of animals, wild animals, I don't know, things, right? Professional ice cream taster, well, I think that doesn't require a lot of formal qualifications. You need to have a job experience. Well, here I will say won't have job experience or will, but it's easy, right? But the disadvantage could be to taste over 100 types of ice cream a day. Well, that could be not, right? That could be really difficult. Yes, to try 100 types of ice cream per day. So your tongue is going to be, I don't know. Sebastian, what do you think? Which of these jobs would you choose?
I prefer Iceland caretaker teacher because I don't like ice cream.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So Sebastian doesn't like ice cream, so he prefers the island caretaker. Okay, thank you, Sebastian. That's good. So now we're going to practice a little bit pronunciation. Will, ill, or won't. Yes? Listen to a short interview with a professional whale watcher. Here you have the picture. What is a whale watcher? Watcher, cuidador. Whale, ballena, right? Un cuidador de ballena. So would you like to have his job? Why? Why not? But you're going to listen and complete the conversation, please. Here you have the extract. I want you to choose. If you're going to use will, the complete, right, the full form, will en la forma completa, la forma larga, ill, the short form, the contracted form, o solamente la forma contraída, or won't, negative. Yes? Listen carefully and choose the correct option. So let's do this.
Transcript 11.4.
Okay, so yeah, different English. Probably it's a little difficult for you. So it's right. What do you think? We listen one more time or we check?
Teacher, no escucho nada.
You didn't listen? Oh, sorry. It wasn't. Yes, pardon. So let's listen one more time. Sorry.
Transcript 11.4, page 121. Exercise 1.
So, tell me about your new job.
Well, I won't start until next year. First, I'll fly to Oslo to do a 3-week training course, and then I'll travel to the north, where I'll be on my own for 4 months.
You mean you won't see anybody for 4 months?
No, I won't, but I will have a satellite connection to talk to my family and my colleagues at base camp.
Will your family go to Norway too?
Yes, they will, for a short visit in the spring.
Okay, that was why I was telling you that this could be a different English accent, right? So you want to check or you want to listen one more time?
One more time, please.
Okay. Yeah, the only thing I want you to pay attention is the difference between will and ill, right? The full form, the contracted form. So let's do it one more time.
Transcript 11.4, page 121. Exercise 1.
So, tell me about your new job.
Well, I won't start until next year. First, I'll fly to Oslo to do a 3-week training course, and then I'll travel to the north, where I'll be on my own for 4 months.
You mean you won't see anybody for 4 months?
No, I won't, but I will have a satellite connection to talk to my family and my colleagues at base camp.
Will your family go to Norway too?
Yes, they will, for a short visit in the spring.
Okay, let's do it. Now it's time to check. So we have A and B, but B is full of 4. Let me check how we're going to do this. Well, yes, the first paragraph is going to read, who didn't participate? Yeah, I think, Janet, can you help me with the first paragraph? Please. How you complete it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, if you want, you can start reading. Well, I start until next year. You have I will, I'll, I won't. What do you have?
I.
Okay, the apostrophe. What about here? First, I fly to Oslo to do a 3-week training course.
I will.
Okay, the full form. Then
Will.
and finally the last one, where I be on my own for 4 months.
I.
Okay, so here the apostrophe. Thank you. What about A? So the man, right, that is interviewing. Abigail, what do you have here?
Will.
Okay, so it's a question, and here we have any. You remember what happened when we see any?
Want.
Yeah, so this is a question in negative, right? You mean you won't see anybody for 4 months? What about the next one? Here, let's listen to Jordi. Jordi, what is the answer?
No, I won I creo,
Yes, but
I no me acuerdo. Il creo que era. Il have such a connection.
Okay, so the short form.
To tell
Wait.
me family.
Yep, anyway, we're going to check together later. So what about here, the question? Let's finish with this. We're going to finish with you, Samara. So here we have a question and the answer.
Will your family?
Okay. And the answer?
Yes, Dale.
Okay, so let's check. Thank you so much, everybody. Now we're going to check. Well, let's start with the first one. Well, here I'm not sure if it's positive or negative. Well, I won't start until next year or I'll. So let's check that one. Well, I'm going to see if this is, yes. I won't start until next year, right? Yeah, I probably didn't listen well, but it's negative. I won't. So the first one, it's incorrect. We're going to check. I won't start until next year. First, I'll fly to Orlando. I'm going to zoom it. And yeah, here we're going to put the contracted form. Okay, we're going to say first, I'll fly. I'll fly to Oslo to do a 3-week training course, and then I'll travel to the north, right? Where I'll be on my own for 4 months. Okay. Remember that the contracted form is going to be with subjects and with names, right? I'll. And then you mean you won't see anybody for, no, I won't, but I have a satellite connection to talk with my family. And the last one here. Will your family go to Norway too? Yes, they will. Right? Here we're going to put the full form. So let's check why. This is for you. We're going to finish the class with this. Notice when the full form of will is used, right? When are we going to write the full form? In questions, in short answers, and for emphasis. Okay? So I want you to match. For example, in question, which of these three is a question? This exercise, Edson, you're going to help me, please. So, Edson, which of these example, A, B, C, it's a question?
My question is, will your family go to?
Perfect. Which one is short answer?
Yes, they will.
And for emphasis?
But I will have a safety connection.
Yes, so those are the three options where we're going to use the full form of will. Yes, this is for you. When to use the full form of will for these three options: questions, short answers and for emphasis, para hacer un resalte, para hacer un énfasis. So here we're going to check. But I will have a satellite connection, right? So here we have a negative answer. No, I won't, but I will have a satellite connection. That's it. Any questions you have here? ¿Alguna duda o pregunta que tengan con esto? This is important for you to remember when to use the full form, right? Acuérdense que siempre en short answers, ya sea de cualquier verbo, we're going to say yes, they do, yes, they are, right? The full form, always. Don't forget that. Yes, they will. So I'm going to do this exercise to finish. Yeah, so here we have. Let's make these questions. Well, these questions are easy. You just have to choose the correct verb. For example, number 1, in an office, right? So we know that we're going to use the verb work. And as in that question, we're going to say, will he work in an office? What about number 2, 3, 4, and 5? So let's do this quickly, please. And let me check. Abigail, you're going to help me. Jose Luis, if you're here. Sebastian and Janet. So Abigail, number 2, what do you have? Which verb are you going to use in order to say work early?
Will he where or start?
Start, right? Will he start work early? Okay. Number 3, Sebastian, what do you have for number 3?
Sería will he wear uniform?
Perfect. That's it. Will he wear a uniform? Number 4, let's go with you, Janet.
Earn.
Okay, you think we're going to earn nice people?
Yes, teacher. Yeah. Sería, will he earn nice people?
Can you tell me the meaning of earn? ¿Se acuerda qué significaba earn?
Ganar.
Okay, so we're going to say earn money, right? We're not going to earn nice people. Si vamos a ganar dinero, no vamos a ganar nice people. Buenas personas. So, the other verb, the other option.
Is meet.
Yes, that's it. Will he meet nice people? And Jose Luis, the last one, that is the easiest.
Will he earn?
Will he earn a good salary, right? Okay, yes, that's it. So questions, not a problem. They are simple. You have to read this text and answer the questions. Will he work in an office? In the office, right? Yes, he will. And you just put short answers. Let's see if he appears. Yes, so that's going to be for you. So this part is not difficult, but on Monday we're going to see the difference between will and might. Let me close. Okay, that's it. I'm happy that today we work a lot and you understood, so you don't have any problems. So any questions you have? No? Okay. So that will be, see you on Monday. Your weekend. Please get ready for the test. Yes, I need you to tell me what you are going to do this Thursday because the test is this Thursday, right? Empiecen a prepararse para el examen. No sé si siguen pasando military instruction los jueves. ¿Siguen teniendo instrucción militar o no?
Ya terminó, teacher.
Okay, so remember that this Thursday is the test. Yes, and on Friday is going to be the oral test. So please, I need you to be ready. On Wednesday is the presentation of workbook. So take advantage of this weekend to finish the workbook, Unit 11 and Unit 12. Okay, so that's it. Wish you all the best and see you on Monday. Yes, goodbye everybody. Take care.
Bye bye, teacher.
Bye bye,
Bye,
José Luis.
teacher.
Bye, Janet. Take care.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, Jordi. Bye bye, Edson.